The camera highlights in the world of sports. And there you have the beginning of the fanfare that ushers in football's number one spectacle of the year. The 39th renewal of the Service Classic, which this year draws to Philadelphia's Municipal Stadium a record throng of 102,000 frosty spectators who storm the turnstiles to look down upon a favorite Army team engage Hank Hardwick's Navy 11. Scattered throughout the throng are notables from all walks of political, social, and sports life, braving the blustery weather for the ball game that, regardless of past performances, never fails to take rank as the season's greatest pigskin attraction. But now let's tune in on the Army cheers. And now the Navy overture. And as Navy's cohorts break ranks and storm the stands, Movietone's camera surveys the throng, and among outstanding personalities we find former Navy Secretary Mrs. Charles Francis Adams, Mrs. Woodrow Wilson, War Secretary and Mrs. Harry Woodring. And who's this crashing the spotlight? Another celebrity of great distinction, Billy the Eighth by name. Take a bow, Bill. Could it be that there are landlubbers in the stadium? That battle wagon looks familiar and yet somehow strangely out of place. Certainly not the flagship, but enter upon the scene. Say, we've seen him someplace before. Down in front, soldier, the Army is taking to the field, headed by Coach Bill Wood. And a moment later, enter the Navy under the weather eye of Coach Hank Hardwick. Captains Jim Schwake of the Army and Powell of the Navy engage in the coin tossing. Army wins the toss. And here's the kickoff. Fronchak kicking for the Army. The ball sails down the field, taken by Hanson, right half of the middies, who returns the over to the Navy 28. Navy's ball is snapped to Cook, who cracks over left guard, and the gain is about 2 yards. Davis bringing him down. A Navy quick kick. Cook doing the punting. The ball goes down to Huey Long, who is nailed on the Army 33-yard line. Army's offensive gets underway as Wilson gains about 2 yards through the left side of the line. Fronchak on a fake reverse picks up 4 more through right guard. On the third down, Navy kicks. Sullivan getting the ball away. High and long, it goes to Stella, who's brought down in the Navy 29. Wood, undertaking the start of the Navy offensive, bangs out a yard over right guard, tackled by Davis. And here we have Lem Cook, Navy's quarterback, driving hard over Army's right end, but Cook is turned in and flattened for a loss of a yard. Playing for the breaks, Navy kicks. Cook getting the ball off. It's taken by Long, was brought down in the Army 35 by Spector. Army's Fronchak taking the ball and through a hole in the middle of the Navy line. The cadet quarterback plows his way for 21 yards and a first down in the Navy 42. And here we have the ball going to Wilson, who tries a short pass back to the line. The pass is complete, but Navy closes in and the Army loses 2 yards on the play. Sullivan is back to kick to the Army. There's the boot. And the ball goes out of bounds on the Navy 27-yard line. Navy's Lem Cook on a cutback play at the right side of the Army line picks up 4 yards before being stopped by Wilson. Navy takes to the air. A forward pass. Cook to Powell. The pass is good, but the gain is only about 2 yards. Cook again handling the Navy ball, fakes a pass, but tilts the mail himself around the right flank, running smack into Army's tacklers. He gains only 4 yards on the play. Navy kicks. The ball is snapped to Cook, who gets off the punt, which is taken by Huey Long in the Army 22. Long strikes up to the right side of the field, going wide. He suddenly swerves at the sideline, whirling through a swarm of Navy tacklers. Long bounds into the open. Is past midfield and away on a dazzling dash of 78 yards to an Army touchdown. 7-0. Army kicking off. Fronczak putting the ball out of bounds on the Navy 35. Navy's counter drive gives the ball to Wood, who finds a gap in the right side of the Army's line and tears through for a gain of 8 yards. And a few moments later, we find Wood again breaking through the Army line for a first down on the Cadet 38. Cook faking a kick, passes to Wood, who once again is away on a dash around end, plowing to another first down in the Army 25. A gain of about 15 yards on the play as the quarter ends with Army leading 7-0. Into the second period with Navy still the aggressor. A pass Cook to Mayo is good, and the Navy is fought to within striking distance of the Army goal. But crucially threatened, the Army line holds, and when Cook fails to get through, the Navy loses the ball on downs. Army Sullivan from behind his goal line gets the kick away. The ball is taken by Mayo, and the Navy siege guns are again brought into play on the Cadet 24-yard line. Navy ball to Cook. The pass to Burke is good for about 12 yards. Another Navy aerial. Cook to Captain Powell, who was in the open and headed for the promised land, but into the play comes Long to force him out of bounds a yard from the goal line. But Navy cannot be denied. The slow-motion camera catches the drive of Cook, who hurls himself over the line for Navy's score, and the half ends with the game deadlocked at 7-all. Into the third quarter goes another penetrating Army thrust. Sidney Martin cracks the line for 7 yards. Martin again, the reserve back, has gotten through inside the Navy end and steps off 38 yards to the Navy 35-yard line. And here we have an Army pass. Long tossing to Samuel. He's got it, and the gain is 8 yards on the play. Samuel taking the ball from Fronczak, and an end-around play forges to the Navy 12, where he's smeared. Fronczak on a spinner drives headlong through center. Wood brings him down. Whereupon Army strategy contrives the scoring play, and it sends Wilson banging through right tackle for the Army touchdown. Long's try for the point is good, and the Army leads 14-7. That ought to hold you, Toots. Navy's fourth quarter offensive is something to behold. Cook passes to Powell, who's forced out of bounds by Stella on the Navy 36. A first down for the Navy. Another Navy pass, and once again Cook to Powell, completed for a gain of 2 yards. Navy kicks. Cook boots the ball deep into Army territory. It's taken by Fronczak, who plows through to the Army 23-yard line where Spector brings him down. Army launches another attack as Long skirts the line and steps off 8 yards before being knocked out of bounds. A punt exchange finds Wilson booting the ball to Mayo. The Navy back takes the over on his 35, steps off 5 yards, and the Middies have a first and 10 in their own 40. Cook again handling Navy's ball, and it goes to Mayo, who takes it on his own 49, where Schwenk brings him down. Cook slices off right tackle, crosses the midfield stripe for a first and 10 in the Army 49. But Navy's desperate fourth quarter attempt is stifled as Anderson heaves a long pass, which is intercepted by Long on the Army goal line, and the game ends in a hard-fought triumph for the Army by a final score of 14-7, after which the customers take over the show.